All right, we're joined by Carly Scoopin, Jasmine Perez-Chica, Izzy Pacho, Ali Skaggs, and Devin Netz. Whenever you guys are ready, take it away.
So the poll came out today, picked you guys to finish fifth. I mean, that's better than last year. So what do you expect?
I personally think you'll see a lot more competition out of us. I think this year our team is scrappy, and that's something that I think we've been looking for. And I'm excited. I think 1 through 9 is going to be a really, everyone's going to be a tough out, and you're going to see us wanting to win, wanting to compete, and you won't see us give up 1 through 7 the innings.
I think with that, like, no matter what the score is, whether we're winning by 10 or losing by 10 or it's a one-run game, like, we're going to play it like it's 0-0. Like, we're just a competitive team, and I think we're just giving it our all every pitch this year.
What was it like for you guys this fall? You've seemed to really come together and you're closer than ever, and the chemistry is really at a different level. What sort of went into that?
I think just going off of I think this all kind of started with Kate's demeanor this year, and I know that like last year was her first year transitioning into that head coaching position. So I'd say this year she really took hold of that head coaching position, and she kind of led us in the direction of, hey, this is your family, and these are people that you're going to be with for probably the rest of your lives, and you're always going to be in contact with them. And there's just it's a judgment-free zone, and we can just be comfortable. We can be who we are, and I think you can really see that on each of the 9 positions on the field, and everyone's just comfortable with each other, and I think we all really know each other really well because of that. So.
And we all love being like with each other. We push each other to be the best, and like I said, we all have fun together, and I think that's something that makes us want to be around each other more.
I think COVID had a lot to do with our chemistry kind of struggling, especially 2020, 2021. Like, when you're said that you can only hang out with your roommates and, like, you can't really have team dinners, you can't go, like, do fun things together. It was really just practice, or lift, practice, go home. And so, like, for me and Scoop, who we didn't have roommates, like, we weren't really getting that bonding experience with everybody all together.
Yeah, Jasmine, I think Kate in the fall pointed you out as somebody who was kind of, getting to know people you'd never known before on the team. And what was that process like for you to finally get to, socialize with some of these other girls and really get to know them?
Yeah, a lot of my close friends transferred last year, and I think everyone knew that, so they brought me in very well. And like I said, I was kind of just being myself. Kate kind of described it as I was flourishing as a person, getting out there and just hanging out with everyone, hanging out with the team, and I think that has to do with all of us having fun together.
Speaking of transfers, your best friend transferred to the rival school. How did you feel about that? And if anyone else can answer that question as well.
Honestly, I want what's best for her, and we didn't talk too much about it, but I support her no matter what, and if that means transferring, that means transferring.
Allie, as the team leader, what was your feeling on those moves?
Yeah, I feel the same way. Personally, I think the portal, go for it. I mean, if you're unhappy somewhere or you want to go play somewhere closer to home, anything along those lines, do it. We're in full support. I think that we're not the type of people that are going to hold that against someone, because I think if I was struggling here, I wouldn't want them to hate me if I decided to leave. If I wanted to go back to Kentucky and wanted to go play in front of my old friends, like, I wouldn't want that out of them. So I'm excited to see him again. I think yes, they're in the pack, so we'll see him 3 times and hopefully more after that. We're happy for him, and I'm excited to see them coming up.
Jasmine, what was that day like playing catch with your dad at Chase Field?
It was amazing. It was a very exciting experience, and like I said, I think it's kind of cool for him and both of our worlds to kind of collide together. I'm really close with a lot of the managers and coaches on the team, so they were really excited to see both of us kind of share that moment together.
How much does he coach you, or how does he want to stay away, give you space, or coach you hard? What's the relationship?
He was my coach since I was 5. He's always been my coach. It's funny because he'll send me little videos throughout the week and kind of like tweak my swing here and there, just kind of support me throughout the way. I mean, I know he's really busy, but like I said, we're still really close.
Are you a Diamondbacks fan? Which team did you follow growing up?
The Diamondbacks. My dad's been working with them since '01, so since I was born. So definitely the Diamondbacks.
So what are we getting out of this #1 pick? I understand you guys are friends.
Yeah, we're friends. You could say that.
How good is he?
How
How would you describe his game?
He's competitive like me, but other than that, I think he's gonna do really good. He's gonna do really good things.
Speaking of hitting, Ellie, I saw some stuff on social media. Why are you messing with your hitting?
I will tell you, I love hitting, and Izzy and I, like, we are each other's tweakers. We work together every single day, like every day between every single BP round, every pitch. I'm looking at her and I'm like, I felt this a little bit, and she'll tell me, okay, well, you usually do this, so keep working through that. I love tweaking a swing. I think, you know, you only have so many more years left in playing this game. Why not try to make your swing the best so you can make it? And I think I always love to watch other people swing, so I like to say I'm a combination of Bailey Klingler, Erica Piancastelli, Javi Baez. Like, I think I've stolen things from all of these people, right? And because they're successful and they're great. And so I think I've always been one for the good old knee kick, too. So I think that the more exaggerated I can make it, if I can be successful and do it, I think that's who I am as a player.
So Carly, who are you stealing stuff from?
Allie Scott.
Me.
No, I'm not even kidding.
What do you like about her approach?
Well, I mean, it's really everyone. Like, I feel like there's a lot of hitting talk that goes on at practice, and I feel like from almost every player, even like our newbies, there's stuff that you can pick and take from different people's swings. So we kind of just love talking about hitting, so it's really from top to bottom.
Is that what you do in your off time? You just talk about hitting?
Yeah, yeah. Me and Skaggs do. I feel like if you're doing the same thing year after year, like, you're not getting better. And so I feel like become comfortable with being uncomfortable. And so, like, over summer, totally, like, changed my swing and started buying into her theories and just kind of studying the game. I think, like, that's one of my favorite parts with playing with all of these girls is they're students of the game. And so you're learning every single day.
I was going to say, too, sorry, like, hitting is so difficult, and no matter how good we get, we can still not do well, and that's the most frustrating part. So it's like every single day, it's a work in progress. So no matter how good my swing gets, I can still go over 4 strikeouts and look like I've never swung a bat before, and that's, like, the most frustrating part about softball. But then I just go back to my roots and say, Izzy, what did you see, and how can you help me? Because you know me better than I know myself. What do I do? And then you work from there.
So with regards to those kinds of conversations, describe some of the tweaks.
Do you want to start?
Sure. My step is bigger this year. I wouldn't consider it a leg kick, but maybe a little bit. And so my timing, just like tweaking my timing and trying to find a different spot on every pitcher that we're facing, that kind of makes me on time, I guess. And then also, like, we talk about our load and how we're getting to the ball and if we're reaching out to go get it, if we're catching it too late, and then also, like, just the mindset of hitting and what your approach is when you're in the box. I think that's one thing that I've learned since my freshman year is you can't just go up there and see yellow. Like, you have to have a plan, and executing that plan is probably one of the hardest parts about hitting.
Carly, you're from Tucson. Is anyone else here from Tucson, from freshman memory? Anybody know Logan? Did they play with Logan at all?
Yeah,
Who's familiar?
I played with Logan for a little while. She's amazing. She's so, like, the one thing that stands out about her is her maturity. Like, she does not act like she's a freshman. Like, she came in here and she was so ready. And then secondly, like, her athleticism, like, she's a crazy athlete. And I'm very excited for what she's going to do this year. She's going to bring a lot to the table.
Carly,
Anyone,
getting
sorry,
back
DJ,
to
if anyone else wants to just
hitting.
chime on Logan. I'm sorry, DJ, just to finish up. Anyone else familiar with Logan?
I've known Logan, like, I'm 5 years older than her, so I never played with her, but she brings this presence to the field. Like, she just knows what she's doing. And she also has that confidence to field any ball that comes to her. I think her hitting is there, too. I think she's going to bulk up a little bit in college, and she's going to start hitting bombs, but she's definitely a key asset to our team.
I love playing with her. She's every single day she's taken reps at second base with me, and she has been the most supportive human to me that I can ask for. I think that's big because, like, that, in my opinion, that reflected me with Reina Karanko. So when I played behind Reina Karanko my freshman year, I was like over the moon watching her take ground balls and watching her hit. I was like, wow, you are incredible, and I want to be you someday. And it sometimes it can get a little nerve-wracking having, you know, someone come in behind you and say, I don't want her to hate me because I've been here and hopefully I'm going to play a little bit, and I don't want her to hold that against me, and she hasn't. Like, she has been so good about supporting me just as much as I have with her, and I can't ask for a better person to have with me there.
I think going off of that too, I'd say like Logan, she's very calm and very like a calm, quiet competitor, and she's very confident in what she does. But it's also fun because she also lightens the mood too. You know, like she's very quiet at practice, but all of a sudden, if you listen closely, she has something funny to say, and she just breaks like some of the ice sometimes, and and we have a few of those on the team, but coming from her, it's pretty awesome.
We've got time for one more question.
So
Peter.
Carly, getting back to the hitting, what have you tweaked in your approach this year and what you're doing? What are we going to see from you?
Yeah, I mean, swing-wise, I've made a lot of small adjustments here and there, just getting ready for season, but nothing huge in terms of my swing. But definitely, like, approach is something that I really want to focus on this year. And just, I've seen a lot of the pitchers throughout the country, but especially in the pack, and so I kind of know what pitchers that we're going to be facing and what to expect, and really just, like, preparing before every series of, I've been here before, but how am I going to be better this year? So I would just say definitely like my approach at the plate is my biggest concern, and then, small adjustments with my swing here and there.
And what you talked about taking stuff from Allie. So
Yeah.
what kind of things have you incorporated now from her regarding all of that?
Yeah, I think it's like really unique because me and her both have very different swings, but one thing that we do have in common is like we both go in the batter's box and we see the same pitchers. So like I think things that I can take from her is definitely her approach, and even though she's right-handed, like there's a lot of things that we can talk about with, again, pitchers that we've seen before. And even though our swings are a lot different, there's things that are, it's hitting. So, yeah.
All right, and that's all we've got time for. So thanks, players. We'll bring Kate in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.